Hi, fourth grade. We're going to practice factoring and finding the factors of a number. The number that we're going to find the factors for is 24. The first step is going to be making a factor rainbow. Now, I think we all know this, and this is kind of the easiest one, but we always want to start with 1, because 1 is a factor of every single number. In your head, you can think 1 times what equals 24? 1 times 24 equals 24. Okay, that's our first factor pair, 1 and 24. 1 times 24 equals 24. All right, we have a few different strategies we can use when we're stuck and we're not sure, but we always want to go in order. So we did 1, we're now going to move on to 2. And if we're not sure if 2 is a factor of 24, we can use a few different things to help us figure it out. One of our strategies is division. We haven't done too much division yet this year, but it can be a really helpful strategy for figuring out if you have a number and if it's a factor of the number. So let's say we're going to divide 24 by 2. We're going to stick the 24, the number we're trying to find the factors of, underneath the house, and we're going to stick the number we're dividing by on the left. 2 fits into 2 how many times? 2 fits into 2 one time, and we bring it down. Many of you use partial products where we write the 0 and we figure out what do we have left. 2 times 1 is 2, so we bring that 2 down, and then we fill in a place value holder 0. Now we're subtracting 20 from 24. 20 taken away from 24 leaves us with 4. Okay, now we think, how many times does 2 fit into 4? 2 fits into 4 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. And then we subtract. Oh, we got a 0. That means that there is no remainder. This is a good thing. That means that 12 and 2 are a factor pair of 24. I'm going to add them to my factor rainbow now. I'm going to quickly show you, if you weren't using partial products, what division would look like. If we were doing the division, we would do 24 divided by 2. 2 fits into 2 one time. 2 times 2 is 2. We subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. We bring down our 4. Now we're thinking 2. How many times does 2 fit into 4? 2 fits into 4 twice. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 subtracted from 4 is 0. 0 means remainder, no remainder, and so 2 and 12 are factors. So I just showed you partial products before, and then this time I just showed you the classic standard division. Okay, so division's one strategy we can use to figure out if something is a factor of another number. Now, the next one that we need to figure out, we've done 1, we've done 2, what do you think is next? 3. We're going to think, is 3 a factor of 24? Let's say we didn't know. We're going to skip count, and we're going to use our fingers to do this. So we're going to be skip counting by 3s to see, is 3 a factor of 24? So we're going to count by 3 using our fingers. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Did we land on 24? Yep. So 3 is a factor of 24. 3 times 8 equals 24. So that strategy is skip counting. And that's a really good one for figuring out factors. Sometimes it can be hard because it's hard to skip count super high. Okay, we've got 3. The next number we're going to try out is 4. We're going to think, does 4 fit into 24? Think about your multiplication facts and think 4 times anything equal 24. So we're thinking 4 times blank equal 24, and we're trying to fill in this blank. So we can use our multiplication facts to help us out. I know that 4 times 6 equals 24. So 4 and 6 are factors of 24. All right. Now we need to just double check. We need to figure out, is 5 a factor of 24? I'm going to use skip counting to help me figure this out because it's really easy to skip count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Did I land on the number 24? Nope. So 5 is not a factor of 24 because if we don't land on it, that means it's not a multiplication fact that gives us the product of 24. So 5 is not a factor. Now, how do I know that I'm done factoring 24? I did 5 and I found out it's not a factor. And after 5 comes 6, and 6 is already a factor. If we don't have the number at this point, and we've gone all the way through, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, skipped 5, 6, 8, we know, because we've already done all of this half of the rainbow, that 7 isn't going to be a factor, 9 isn't going to be a factor, 10 isn't going to be a factor, 11 isn't going to be a factor, because we worked our way through the rainbow and it connected in the middle. Okay. Many problems are going to ask you to list the factors of a number. So when they ask you to list the factors, you separate the numbers by a comma. So I'm going to list them out. The factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Okay. I'm going to flip this over and show you the common factors. Let's say that I was coming up with the factors of 18. I'm going to always start with 1. 1 times what equals 18? 1 times 18 equals 18. Let's think. Does 2 times anything equal 18? I know my multiplication facts. 2 times 9 equals 18. Okay. Let's see, 3s. Let's try skip counting for this one. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 3 times 6 equals 18. Okay. Now I'm going to see, is 4 a factor of 18? I'm going to skip count again. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Did we land on 18? Nope. So 4 is not a factor of 18. Let's try out 5s. 4 has not been a factor, so we don't need to write it down. Let's try out 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Did we land on 18? Nope. So 5 is not a factor of 18. Okay. Let's flip back over. Oops, and some of my work got erased. And let's see, what are the common factors of 18 and 24? So here are the factors of 24. On this side, I'm going to quickly write the factors of 18. Flipping back over, the factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18. I'm going to write them down. Okay, I've got them all. Now to find the common factors of these two numbers, I'm going to circle the ones that they have in common. They both have 3 as a factor. They both have 6 as a factor. And that's the ones that they have. The common factors of 18 and 24 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Now, a lot of these questions are going to ask us what the greatest common factor is. The greatest common factor of 18 and 24 is 6. Greatest means largest, so we always find the one that is biggest between the two numbers that they both have in common. Okay, to recap, we've got a lot of strategies to help us figure out factoring, figuring out common factors, and figuring out the greatest common factors. We always want to start with a factor rainbow, and we can also use the strategies of division, skip counting, and multiplication facts to help us. All right, 4th grade, good luck on your homework. I know you'll do great.